Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Into this video, I'm going to be showing you 6 plants that is not giving me joy anymore. Plants that I regret buying. Plants that I am not ever buying again. You see, these plants are beautiful. That's why I bought them in the first place. Being a plant parent for a while now had taught me a lot of things. One of which is don't buy a plant if you can't provide the environment that they require. You can try to mimic the natural environment that they like, but there is really no guarantee that you could do it or you can provide it. Hence the result, the plant is not going to be happy and you're not going to be happy buying them. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first plant I have in here is a Alocasia Copria or Amicaliziana. They said if it's variegated then it is an Alocasia Copria, but anyway, this one is beautiful, but I don't know what is wrong with it. It doesn't have any pests, but it is super leggy, and I have this under the grow light, so I was expecting it to be not looking like this. I mean, yes, it is just a grow light, it is not natural sunlight, but other plants or some of my other plants are thriving underneath that, so I don't know what is up with this one. It is still beautiful. That is the newest leaf that it gave me. I just don't understand why it is leggy. And it has given me a baby too. That one. It is beautiful. But just like the mother plant, it is starting to get leggy as well. I am afraid of putting it by the windowsill for it to get more sunlight. I'm afraid it will get burned as well, so I really don't know what to do with this one. For now, I just ignore it, just leave it alone, and maybe it will do something. Yeah, beautiful plant, just not making me happy as I wanted it to. So never buying this again. Although this one is not very expensive. I think I got this from Marketplace for $8, so not too much, but still not buying ever again. Okay, the next one I have is an Alocasia Silver Dragon. This plant has given me a lot of problems. I've had this for a while now. I think this is the first Alocasia I ever bought for, I think it was $10. So it was happy with me at first, and then I think I started messing with it and it got mad. I repotted it and it got rotten, and I cut it to a stump, and it gave me this new one, like a new leaf, a new growth. It is beautiful, but I noticed the other day that the tip is starting to give me that. I don't know what it is, but maybe I overwatered it too. And it's also the same as the baby one. See this one? I don't know what it is. I think it's overwatered. So since cutting this to a stump, it gave me this baby, and there is another one over here. Not too bad actually, but I am expecting, I think, too much from this little guy. That's why I am disappointed. But just like the Alocasia Copria, I know they could be difficult, so now I am just leaving it alone, let it do its thing and see how it goes. But I love this beautiful leaf that it has. Um, I couldn't figure out the watering of Alocasia. I don't know if they like more water, moderate or less water, because when I don't water this, because this is also under a grow light, it dries up pretty quickly and the leaves look sad. So I would water it and then it would give me that thing on the back, which I think is overwatering signs. So I don't know. Maybe I have to research more about Alocasia. But this is a plant that I will never buy again. I will just stick to this one, see how it goes, and if it dies, it dies. Okay. Okay, so the next plant is an Alocasia again. This is the Alocasia Copria. When I got this plant, I thought I already figured out how to care for Alocasia. So I got this one, which is where I live is considered still like a rare plant. Like, this is a plant that you can't really find mostly in big box stores where I usually shop for plants. So I got this one on Facebook Marketplace for $15. It was a tiny baby when I got this one. It already has this leaf. It came with this leaf, and I already saw damage on it when I bought it, but I ignored. It was cheap, so I ignored the signs of it being sick. I got it anyway, brought it home. I left it for a few weeks and then repotted it into this. It is rooted. The roots were fine, but I think it hated being repotted, so it since gave me this leaf, which is smaller than this one. So I don't know what I am doing wrong with it. I used to have it in a container where it can get more humidity and it has a grow light. So supposedly it is getting enough light for it to thrive. So for this to be leggy, I don't know why. But anyway, it is giving me a new leaf over there, which I am hoping would be the better ones. I'm not expecting it to be the biggest one, but I just want it to be better. I don't want to see any more signs of damage, just like this one here. This one has dots, or I think it's overwatering too. I don't know. I am just too bad at overwatering, because I am scared that they are not getting enough water, so I would water not knowing that it is already overwatered. So yeah, beautiful plant, but I'm not buying this again. Alright, so that's it for the Alocasias. Next one is a Peperomia. This one. This one is just frustrating me a lot. I mean, when I first got this one, I got this at Giant Tiger. It's a grocery store here in Canada. I got it for $4. It was then full and beautiful. Look at it now. It is bare on the top and the leaves are damaged with all the, I don't know, it has blemishes, brownings, ripped leaves. It is just not looking pretty and not looking very healthy. And because I am not happy about this, I have this on the back of the shelf, and I would only water it once in a while whenever I would see it. Basically, all the leaves are drooped. So yeah, same thing. I don't know what is going on with this, and I don't know what it wants from me. I don't know what it needs, because when I had this on the windowsill, it was doing well. of course. I think this likes a lot of sunlight. But then I have to move all my plants from the windowsill when the summer came because it was getting too hot for them, I figured. And I think first it didn't like being moved. Second, it didn't like being repotted. I transferred this into this pot, which is an up size from the previous pot. It since started giving me problems like dropping leaves, just every problem that you can get from a plant. But nah, it was $4, so if it survives, great. If it does not, so be it. Nothing I can do. I tried my best to revive it, but we'll see. I'll update for sure how this is doing. So this plant I am never buying again. Alright, the next two plants that I'm gonna show you are plants that I regretted the most. They are a little bit more than what I would pay for in a plant, but because I like them and because of, you know, influence from YouTube, they made me buy these plants. So the first plant is this one. This is a Monstera albo that I bought from someone on Marketplace for $100. Don't judge me. I know it is too much for a plant, but back then I am crazy and I really wanted this plant, so I bought it. When I first got it, it has only this leaf, and it is a one leaf cutting. It since gave me this leaf, this one, and this is the newest one. And if you can see, there's barely any variegation on this leaf. I can't see any of those, so it is disappointing. And I can see the stem as well. Like, this is the new leaf. The stem is like starting to turn green, so I think this plant is reverting to green, which is really disappointing me, but what can I do? It seemed to be pregnant though. Like, if you can see the bump here, it seemed to be getting a new leaf out, hopefully soon, because I am excited to see if it's gonna be green, variegated, anything. So yeah, I am thinking once this leaf is out, I may chop this back and see if it will encourage more variegated leaves. So we'll see. The roots of this one was nice. I repotted it into this clear container. I can see a few on the bottom, but I think it would be hard for you to see it. But yeah, that is a root. Sorry about the glare. That is a root. It seemed to be okay. I have it right now in a box for humidity, because when I took it out and put it by the windowsill, thinking that it needs more sunlight for it to get more variegation, the leaves get so sad and limpy. So I put it back, and it really likes a lot of humidity, I think, because it started to perk up again. So yeah, this is my Monstera albo that doesn't look very albo, except for this leaf, which has almost a half moon, and this one too. So we will see about this one. I'll let you know how it turned out with the new leaf coming out, supposed to be. So yeah, this is my Monstera albo, and no matter what happened to this one, I am never buying this again. Alright, so the last plant that I am going to show you is the saddest and most disappointing plant of all. It's the Monstera Thai constellation. I bought this as a one-leaf cutting, and 5 months after, it's still a one-leaf cutting. How sad is that? This is the original leaf that came with it. It sort of started to give me something. Like, if you can see, this one here is, I think, a leaf that didn't really mature, or I don't know what happened to it, but yeah, it just gave me that tiny thing. I don't know if it's even a leaf, and I don't know if you could see it, but yeah. But then after that one, it gave me this little one, this one here. I am thinking that it's another growth point that it gave me, which I'm hopeful, but not a lot. If it does something for me, then great. The roots are okay. It had rotted like a lot of times now, and I am afraid to change the water, afraid to top up the water, so I just let it be. I have this under the grow light here. This lamp that is in the back has a grow light in it, so this is underneath that. It seemed to be okay. I don't know, but I'm just really not happy about this anymore, and I'm not expecting anything about this plant. So yeah, I will just let it do its thing. I know there is like a rotten or a root that is dead in there, but I am afraid to move it. So for now, I am leaving it be and see how this new growth point or new thing would be. That one. I am thinking the same thing with the elbow. If this new leaf come out perfectly okay, I will chop it back and have another plant out of this. So Monstera Thai, very beautiful plant. I love the variegation on the leaves, the splashings, but it's something that I will never buy ever again. Alright guys, so those are the plants that I regret buying. I hope you had learned something from my experience. So lesson learned, don't buy a plant if you are not sure that you could provide them the care they need, the light they need, the humidity that they require, things like that, because you will just regret spending those hard-earned money that you have. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you had a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!